secret therapy tips that therapists are using on you. Actually, 2 really helpful tricks if you want to bring more consciousness and awareness to your life. And those are A, how to spot a pattern, and B, how to spot if there's hidden trauma. They're both so simple, and I'll explain why to do them. How to spot a pattern, believe it or not, it's simply if something happens twice and you have a reaction to it. So for example, it could be something unpleasant or pleasant. Let's say unpleasant, let's say someone stole something from you and you're like, I can't believe someone stole something from me. And then like a week later or within a short period of time, it happens again. The second it happens twice, it's a pattern. And it could be something positive, like let's say someone calls you extraordinary and it really touches you. And then a few days later, someone calls you extraordinary. That's also a pattern. So why are patterns important to notice? Because God, life, the universe are trying to show us things, and they'll loop experiences until we pay attention. Not to punish us, but simply because life is happening for us, not to us. And if life, God, the universe wants to show us something, it'll keep showing us something until we get the message. So just be careful not to be your own bad therapist. If your interpretation of the pattern makes you feel bad about yourself, likely you don't have it correct. But if noticing the pattern helps you become more aware, then you're doing great. Number 2, how to spot hidden trauma. So hidden trauma, you can notice it when you have a reaction that you even can admit feels a little out of proportion, or where you feel like you don't have control over your emotional state any longer. So granted, we always have control, we can own our reactions, but the truth is sometimes someone will say something or do something and it's like you literally feel like you don't have control. So this happened to me this week, which is why I'm sharing it. I was working with someone on a project and I felt let down. I felt really let down. They didn't come through with their end of the bargain and I shut down. And I felt like I didn't have control of getting out of this feeling of being shut down. So thank God I know this trick, and I was able to schedule an appointment with my therapist and talk it through and work through it, because if there's something that you feel is out of your control, so it's usually pointing back to some other time in life where this happened and it wants to call your attention again so that you can go pay attention to that trauma, feel it to heal it. So that's it. 2 ways to have more consciousness about the things that are happening in your life: spotting patterns and spotting hidden traumas. And again, they're there for you to grow, to learn from. So hopefully this will be helpful, and hopefully you will gain insight and wisdom when you practice these different therapy ideas for people who don't want to go to therapy. Cool. Thanks for being here. Lots more to come.